Welcome to another Just Asking Monday. I'm Azaria, the person you're asking these questions to, and we're just gonna jump right in. I'm in my I Feel Like Crap sweatshirt and my I Feel Like Crap pants, so we're gonna do this. We're ready. First is an anonymous ask from Tumblr, which I should really have responded to earlier, but that's not the way Just Asking Mondays and Ask Azaria works. So it's so happy to hear you're singing 17 tomorrow. I love that song. Happy early B-Day. Thanks! I did it! It went up like 10 days ago. I hope you like it. I really wanted to respond to this and thank you and whatever, but then if I did that with all of my messages, I wouldn't have anything left for this. So, thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you liked it. Up next is an even older anonymous, which is asking me, what did you think of Grease Live? I loved it. I think it really shows the potential that we have for live theater on TV. Just, it was so elaborate, so, like, the amount of effort that went into it is unbelievable, and everything was fantastic, and the sets, oh, whoo, whoo, whoo. If I could get, like, one of those sets for my school's theater department to use every year for every show, I would be over the moon. They're also great. And then, you all missed my great Aaron Tveit phase when I was super obsessed with him. But I had an Aaron Tveit phase when I was super obsessed with him, and, like, he was flawless in Grease. It took me back. I was like, that's what I used to, my heart to beat for that man, if you know what I mean. Anyway, it was fantastic. I really was in love with how diverse the cast was, especially considering the time period it takes place in. And it definitely holds up against the movie. In fact, it's better, I think, in a lot of ways than the movie. And I loved it. I've watched it again. I have it ready to go to watch as soon as I'm done with this, because I'm trash for musicals, and trash for Aaron Tveit, and trash for live productions, and trash for Grease Live. I want that on a shirt. I'm trash for Grease Live. Our third and final question from Tumblr comes from Kim Snyder. You've sent me an ask before, and I still don't know what I'm doing with your URL. Kim Snyder, Kim A. Snyder, Kim A. Snyder, probably. If that's your name, Kim, you're a brave soul for attaching your name to your Tumblr. It says, hey Azaria, which, first of all, super cool to have people using this name. Like, I'm still not over this, because it's not a thing that happens in Meat Space. I have another question for you. Okay, so if you could, like, merge any two shows, this could even include movies or TV together, which would you pick and why? Thanks for answering me and Cassidy's questions, by the way. We really appreciate it. Love you, smiley face. I really appreciate you and Cassidy so much, and you ask such interesting, engaging questions. Like, this is super cool. So you want me, like, blending two shows / movies, TV, whatever. Okay. By shows, do you mean TV shows? But you specifically mentioned TV. Do you mean theater shows? Yo, if I could merge... There's this TV show I watch called Bones, and I love it so much. It's great. I've talked about it on this channel, I think. And if I could merge Bones with Quiet Children, what would I merge it with? Gosh, I should have thought about this a lot more. My problem is I don't actually watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of YouTube. That counts for anything. Oh! What am I owing over? What do I watch? The Amazing Race! I want to see all the Bones characters on The Amazing Race. That's what I want. If I could merge those two shows, That'd be absolutely insane, and I'd love it so much. And you know Booth and Brennan would win. You know they would win. Alright, so that's what I would do. Thank you so much for that question. I'm so glad you watched. I'm so glad you are engaged. I'm so glad you love my stuff. And now, on to Twitter. Why did you... I had my messages up. Oh, somebody sent me a message since I started filming. Okay. Okay. There is one in Spanish, which I'm sure is asking me to subscribe since there's a link. So, I'll definitely... For everybody who sends me something asking, will I subscribe to your YouTube channel? I do. I will. I'm going to do that. I won't talk about each of you individually, but just a mass thing, because I got a lot of messages this time. Caitlin Klein, at Caitlin Klein, sent me this message. Hey, you should check out DeSales University. We're a Catholic college and have an excellent musical theater program. I have gotten brochures. I have gotten emails. I've never before gotten a Twitter message about college. This is not my real name. You don't know me. Why do you want me there? Why are you approaching me on Twitter for your college? If you see this, Caitlin, I appreciate the outreach. I'm sure your college appreciates the outreach. I already get mail from your college. We'll see. Unlikely, since I'm not exactly Catholic, but maybe. Yeah. Ella Merlin at Merlin Ella and Bridget at Bridget_Ann3 both say really similar messages. Ella says, "Hi, I'm a fan," and Bridget says, "Hey, I just wanted to say that I've been watching your videos for a while and I love them. Thank you for being you." And I want to thank you too. I want to thank everybody who watches, obviously, like, that's why I do it. But I really want to thank you two for reaching out to me, and it's really cool and really special to see these things. And it's like someone on Twitter called me daddy, and I'm like, oh! These things just make me feel so special. And like, it's not like I need external validation, but it's so awesome to receive it. And I'm just, y'all are so cool, and I'm so glad you're finding me and reaching out to me, and the power of the internet. And, yeah, like I said, I see more people asking me to follow them. Will do it as soon as I stop filming. Elizabeth Gaba, our final question, at Elizabeth Gaba, says, "Hi, huge fan of your channel." Thank you. Thank you. I was just wondering if you could give me some pointers on how to do whistle tones. Oh boy. So, the short answer is not really. The long answer is this. I'm not like a professional person, and there's been a debate raging in the comments section of the Schuyler Sisters whistle tone thing, wherein the first comment really talking about the content of the video said I was going to wreck my voice. And then I've gotten comments from, like, people in theater programs and, like, an actual professional theater actor who are like, "This is amazing, what are you doing? This is so cool." And then I've gotten, like, some hate, too. Everybody gets hate, that's fine. But I don't actually have any way to verify that what I'm doing is correct. First of all, so I don't want to mislead you. Second of all, even if I had 100% guarantee that I was doing the right thing, I don't really know how to teach you. I don't exactly know how I do it myself. I know I have a pretty substantial range, and these are just like the highest notes I sing. I guess my guess is just find the notes at the top of your range and work on sustaining them and making them fuller and louder and sort of nicer. And just the more you work with your upper range, the more it will expand. I think this is my understanding from the internet. I don't know, I'm not a professional, but that's my understanding. And I do want to say, like, don't push yourself, because I think it is rather easy to, like, wreck yourself. So I'm gonna do more of these videos, I've decided, but I haven't done one again yet because I was like, I don't know if this is okay. But yeah, just be careful, be smart, and, you know, look up tutorials on the internet. Really, that's what it's for. Don't look at the ones that are like, sing whistle notes in 5 minutes, because those are probably not teaching you right. Big important thing. You're blowing, your air is coming out of your mouth. You're not sucking it into your mouth. And sucking it into your mouth through, and then passing it that way, and that's how you get the pitch, is definitely worse for you than having it come out. And that's why technically Mitch Grassi of Pentatonics cannot do whistle notes, because he pulls the air inside, and that's why they're squeakier and more like Sharpies, and he probably doesn't do them as much as we think he does, because they're not that great when you're doing them like that. Anyway, that might have been helpful. That might not have been. I don't know. It was just something I was like, I can hit these notes one day. Sitting in my bathtub. I'm like, oh, I can produce sounds. This high. I can sing along with Mariah Carey. Yeah. And ultimately, if you find that it's hurting too much, like, there's a difference between it, like, hurting because you're stretching and it, like, hurting because you're doing something wrong. And if it hurts because you think you're doing something wrong, and if whatever, it just, it's not something, some people just don't have, they're not built for it, and that's okay. I'm never going to be able to hit a F sharp one, so. Can't have everything in life when it comes to music. That's that. That's me talking about all these things. I'm gonna go follow some people, and subscribe to them. Was this video informative? Leave a like. Was it inflammatory? Leave a comment. Was it intriguing? Subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter or Tumblr using the hashtag AskAzaria, and the direct messaging system on Twitter and the Asks on Tumblr to be featured in our next Just Asking Monday, which is about a month away. I hope you have a great day.